to Rum Teenager's YouTube channel. This is Mark Josie, and today I'm going to show you my face first. Okay, so you know it's me, and this is a freaky awesome and budget level drawing tablet. I wanted this thing for a long time, and I think you guys will want to see some real art. So yeah, we'll be doing a lot of art demos later on with this thing, but right now let me do a little review of this up close and let you see the features and things, you know, some stuff like that, and to get a feel of what the thing is about. So you get a very lightweight stylus right here for drawing, and there's a little cap right here to protect your nib. Okay, they call this the nib, not the tip, but the nib. Okay, and this right here is actually some anti-slip rubbery texture. You get two buttons right here, which you can program them to do anything, you know, like the eraser and then the brush and whatever. Okay, and here there's a hole for charging. So there's a little USB cable which you plug this to the computer and it will charge. Basically, I will say you plug it in and get it charged up, and when it's charging, you see some red light showing right here. When the red light is off, it's charged up. After it's charged up, you get a few weeks of runtime, which I never have issue drawing so far. After getting the tablet out and playing around with it non-stop with a full charge, I don't have the need to charge yet, so I don't know how it's like when it's out of battery. But anyway, this tip can be replaced. Where am I? Oh, this tip. Okay, so the tip is not like your ordinary stylus. This is a very fine tip, and it got 8,000-ish level of pressure sensitivity, which is very crazy. The thing is the the stylus stand, which you can put it there to rest your stylus. I wish they give me the one with a hole that you can stab into it, but anyway, this is good too. You open this up, and this is the nib extractor in the center and a bunch of nibs. Okay, so they give you all the spare nibs right here in case you need to change it. And the extractor, just give me a little second here. Okay, there goes the extractor. It looks like a ring. Okay, now you see this point? Okay, basically you go and clamp on to the nib and pull, and oops, and there goes the tip. So let me do it right here. Okay, so all you do is you take your stylus like that, okay, and you clip onto it and pull. How easy. Okay, and then you take a new one, okay, new one, and you just put it back in. Just like that. Okay, it feels a little springy inside, but you cannot do it by hand, so you need that thing to help you. So it's very easy to handle, don't worry. Okay, it's nothing fancy, you don't need to disassemble anything. Okay, and it's easily done. Okay, can I put this thing inside? Oh, I can. Okay, I actually put the cap inside too. Anyway, this thing is awesome. This is very lightweight, very lightweight. Okay, if you have a Microsoft Surface Pro, something like that, that stylus is heavy. Okay, this one is really, really lightweight. Okay, so that's the board inside the box, and this thing is for you to put your stylus right here in case you need to. Okay, just like that. Okay, it holds the stylus in place. Okay, and then on the board you see right here there's a little marking that marks your border, and then you have your soft keys, the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 right here. Okay, and right here you have your short keys. This is amazing stuff. These, okay, you can program them inside the computer to do things like copy and paste, tab, hide and show, pan, rotate, things like that. Okay, so when you're drawing, these things do matters. You know, when you're drawing, okay, imagine you have to like draw a few strokes, and then you have to pick up your mouse and then, you know, click the icon and then drag over again. Instead, you just keep drawing and then rotate, rotate, keep drawing, rotate, rotate, keep drawing, rotate, and then pan, and then rotate again, flip, like that. And everything works like a flow. It's very nice. This is what you need. And you know, for the cheaper model, you don't have as many short keys. This one you have 12. 12. That is a lot. Okay. Usually I use a lot on right here, so I program these to be my beloved short keys, like things I use all the time. For example, this like the undo and the redo, and then I have the brush, and this is like the rotate, and then I have things like vertical, horizontal flip, and things like that. You know, they're very useful for drawing in programs. The other side, there are 4 little rubber legs right here that keep it not moving on the table, and I like to use the thing on flat on the table instead of slanted somehow. It's just easier to control. Now where the short keys is right here, okay, right here you see there's a little USB thingy that's for plugging to your computer. And yes, this thing is not wireless. Okay, now one thing though is that you might think, oh shoot, now I have a big cable, but you know what, without the wireless you're more secured. With the connection is actually better to me somehow. I like that idea. And their USB cable is also 90-degree, so it won't stick out so badly. Now this is the box. I haven't thrown it out yet, so that I can show you the box. Okay, open up. This is the Huion tablet. Okay, inside here, basically, you have to open here. You get your stylus and all that stuff over there, and this is usually the manual. I took it off and nothing else. Okay, so that's how the box looks. There's no bombs or bullets inside, and yeah, that's basically it. Okay, very simple. And I like simple design, you know, like they only need to give me so much, right? Now that's basically how people use it, and that's how I use it as well, with the monitor in front, and you can hook up the Huion right here. Okay, and this guy is actually the new version of this model. As you can see, I got my new monitor, which is wide screen right here, 25-inch, and this is my Chewy High 13. I usually do my setup like this so I can do art right here. Well, I used my main computer, but anyway, I also have my Chewy High 12 right here as well. As you can see, this is very intense, but yeah, and also my phone. Anyway, lots of things going on, and the problem is, okay, when I'm trying to use graphics program on the top right here, which is a better PC, of course, I can use the mouse, okay, I can use the keyboard, but once I put my graphic tablet into place, there's no place to put the other things. So in order to deal with that, I have 2 options. One is that I have to put a piece of cloth here, and then I can put my little keyboard right here. And another option is basically just put the keyboard away. So having said that, where can I access my shortcut keys? Okay, so like your save, your rotate, you know, all that keys, you cannot press it. And that's why you need the short keys. So these short keys will really save a lot of time when you have to like change between tools in the art program. Okay, so I usually put it right here, and let's go. You can check out the screen right here. You can actually use this as a mouse and click around too. Okay, so people will say, okay, you know what? You can actually use it as your mouse and things like that. I don't like that idea. You know why? Because using this as the mouse, I cannot use this mouse with my other things like here, and I actually connected this and this together so I can use one set of keyboard and mouse to control all the device in front of me, and that is called the Microsoft Garage project with mouse without border. You can search it up and you can basically set up and like that. So this can be a mouse if you only have one screen, but not the best thing to do with multiple screen. Okay, anyway, without saying more, let's get into this thing. So you install the tablet driver, and basically, crap, I really need the keyboard, you see. You just can't live without the keyboard and mouse. Okay, let's go. Now I'm going to open my program here called Mischief. And this program is the paid version. I actually love it, and I did some art with it as well. One good thing is that it can do endless zoom. Okay, so you can keep zooming. Okay, so you can switch between the brush and the eraser. Okay, this is the sketching program that I use all the time. And without learning how to do it, I can pretty much look at the screen and not look at the tablet or my hand and basically draw simple things like that too. Okay, now I'm going to go inside. Oh, but wait a minute. Pay attention to how my hand actually works right here first. Okay, I want you to see how I can like kind of use these short keys. So I can press right here for the zoom. Okay, and then I can be like working on something right here. There's no lag. This thing is really crazy impressive. And then I can zoom out. Okay, now while I'm drawing the eyes, for example, right here. Okay, let's try some light shading effect. Okay, like this, and then I can flip the other way, and I can be drawing the other eye as well. Okay, and then you can basically go like that. Okay, anyway, just a demo, right? And you can then use the short key right here, which I set to for pen. Okay, and I can also press the other short key for what? For rotate. Okay, I can also be doing brush stroke. Let's say like this. Choose another color. Red. Okay, I just draw a stroke. I use this to redo, undo, undo, redo, like that, and everything is done on the left hand with this side, so you don't have to worry about like looking for tools right here and then where's my mouse, you know, like that. Okay, everything can be done right in front of you. Okay, now let's zoom into the screen right here, so that we can take a look more at how the stuff is working inside the program. Okay, so let's stick to here maybe. Okay, I hope you can see it clearly. Okay, so little demo right here is just a minute. We need to kind of pan over. Okay, so right here, I hope you can see the strokes. I'm doing super light strokes right here. And this is some very, very fine line. Okay, without changing the thickness, I can press a little bit harder and get a little bit darker line. And then I can press even harder to get these line. This is like sketching with pencil. You know, it feels really crazy, especially these lines right here. This is very crazy. And if I do like the transition like this, okay. If you choose a larger brush, it will actually be more impressive because of the dynamics that you can feel. Okay, I chose a larger brush right now. Let's pan over. Okay, right here, you can see the brush size is supposed to be like that big, right? Okay, I just touch it lightly. And then, wow. Okay, I need to do better. Come on. Like this. Ah, not as great as the, oh, there we go. Okay. You see? This is crazy. You can be drawing a hairline like this with the same brush. Okay, same brush settings, but I'm drawing hairlines. And then I can be doing this, and then I can be pressing harder. Wow, 800 level of sensitivity. I cannot replicate this with my Chewy High 13 pen, which this one It's 1024 layers of sensitivity. I cannot do it with that. This is really amazing. Okay, and without even any skills learning how to draw on a tablet. And most people have this issue. They want to ask like a tablet. Okay, I'm trying to. You see, I can really write already, right? Tablets versus a mouse. Okay, this is one of the topic people ask me all the time. Like, how does it feel? You know, you can't see this stuff. How can you draw? Okay, well, basically, you look at right here. That's the cursor, right? So basically, your hand just sit on the tablet all the time, and you look at the cursor and you write. That's the same idea as using your mouse to navigate on the screen with that stupid arrow. It's the same idea, but the mouse is harder to control. This one is like a pen, right? So you basically look at the screen and you can do your thing. Now, sometimes you find that your hand position may be easier to do it like this because you're right-handed. Now, if you want to draw the same kind of curve on this side, you know, you kind of want to like squish yourself to one side, and then, oh, it's so hard to draw on this side. You have to use the feature like this, and now you can replicate. So do not think that this is like drawing with normal paper. Okay, for example, I'm drawing like people usually draw eyes like this. Okay, they draw an eye. Not the best kind of drawing, okay, right here. Just little, you know, demo. Okay. So you draw your eye right here, and okay, you do okay on the left side, and then when you're trying to do the other side, it's just kind of hard because of the angle. Okay, so you flip and you replicate. So maybe this is a tiny bit, you know, like that. You need to rotate a bit. So fine, okay, rotate first and then set it here. Pull the page, pan to where you're more comfortable with, and then we'll replicate. And you see, it's really easy. Okay, this is not the best eye, I know. I'm not really like trying to draw, right? But you get the idea. So, and then when you go like that again, it looks more even. And remember, this is the tablet. It's digital art. So you use the device to help you do better, and not you do better to help the device. Now, this Mischief program is very amazing. I will review the program later because I bought it. But look right here. Look how sharp that line is. Okay, I'm going to draw something inside this hole. Holy cow, look at that. Okay, I'm going to draw something inside here. I want to draw inside this, a message, maybe a secret message. Let me draw. Go inside. Holy cow. Okay, holy cow. And then I can zoom into the holy cow. Okay. Oops. Zoom in. And then I want to draw inside the... See, the undo feature is really good. And then you go inside here. Undo again. Pan. Alright. Zoom. Mega fun. Mega fun. And then I can zoom out again. Okay. Oh man, look at that. That is so fun, right? This is why I bought the program. This is vector image. You can even zoom out even more and do more about it. It's basically a endless zooming canvas and endless expanding canvas, so you can do a lot of stuff with this pen. Now, with like a normal tablet, you know, like when you draw on this screen, usually it's not as sensitive. If you want the sensitive one like this one, 8000 level, you need to pay a lot for the screen version. Okay guys, so looking at some of the artwork and like some art demo and stuff like that, you can see that this Huion tablet is crazy impressive. Now getting into the little spec side, like the more technical side of things, okay, when you install the driver, it will install a little program like this. And right here, you can see on the first page, you can program all of the short keys and stuff like that. So whatever you want to do with these keys, you can set it for one program. Okay, one program. And after you're done setting, you can go to the last page, which is the about page, and there's a little thing right here say export config. So you export the whole settings into one file for one program, let's say Photoshop. And then you do it again, and then export again for, let's say, Medibang. Export one more for Mischief. And all the different setup that you want to have, okay, you export. And then you can import that back when you need it. So let's say now I'm playing with Photoshop. I have my short keys. And then later I'm going to open like ZenBrush or something like that. I open and import another file in here, and it will work again. Also, for the pen setting, make sure you get that pressure sensitivity adjusted. For me, and I think for a lot of people, you might want to adjust this a little bit high, like the bar, okay? A little bit higher than the center. So you can feel yourself is actually like putting a little bit of force on the tablet before the initial stroke is sensed, okay? That's a little bit easier to draw with. Also, for this page where you can set the screen, for me, I'm using a large wide screen, and this tablet is not a wide screen. So in order to draw properly, you must set the thing with the screen ratio pressed. Now, I believe for a lot of other screens, it's the same too. So you must understand that it's not your fault if you cannot draw properly on day one. If you set up properly, you can draw properly, okay? Anyone can draw circle, rectangle, square. It should be perfect when you try to draw on the tablet and see what's on the screen. If you cannot do that, that means that something's wrong right here in the settings. So go into the settings right here, and then you see full screen right here. Click screen ratio, okay, down below. When you click the screen ratio, it shrinks down from using that much to like this size. So when you're doing your thing right here, okay, you can see that it actually makes sense and translate. The best thing you want to do is draw something by tracing. So right here I have this, okay, right here. I marked it on, and I'm going to open a program and demo this. Let's say I use ZenBrush, okay, for easier demo. Now I'm going to trace and draw this thing. It's a very quick draw, but oops, I changed the the blackness. Okay, let me just go over that stroke again. Okay, you can see my face. I'm purely looking at the paper, which means that I cannot really see. Hi. Okay. Anyway, so you can see the circle is a circle and the square is a square. Okay, right here. Let me zoom in right here. Whoa. Okay. Zoom. So you can see the circle is a circle, and the square is a square, and so yeah. If you set this wrong, and I'm gonna like do that right now. If you expand the whole setting to the full screen, okay, I'm gonna like go full area. So I'm gonna make use of all the space. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to now trace again right here. Okay, let's see. Same picture. Not looking up. Okay, you can see everything is squished up right now, and that's why you cannot draw. Okay? This is the original, and it looks nothing like it. So if you set your screen wrong by using the full screen thing, you will have a lot of issues, especially if you're trying to like draw a triangle, okay, like this triangle, and it turned out like that, okay, which is very ugly. And when you're trying to draw a circle, you see an oval right here. I'm trying to draw a circle, but somehow it becomes an oval. That's a big problem, right? Now, when we set that right, okay, let's go back to your settings and click the screen ratio. Apply. Go back in the sand brush. Okay, now I'm going to just freely draw a circle right here. See, a circle is a circle. Okay, triangle is a triangle. You see, very natural, right? You don't need to know a lot of art skills to do this kind of stuff, right? But yeah, at least when I try to draw a box, this is straight line. Okay, straight line. I can manage to draw these shapes without having to learn how to adjust my body, my finger, and everything, right? So that makes it more usable, and you need to adjust that to your screen ratio or whatever size in order to get your drawings growing, or else it's not going to work. So basically, this program is very essential part of the tablet. You cannot live without it because there's so much settings that you just need to set right before you can actually use it. So that's what you need to do before getting your hands on real drawing. Anyway, my conclusion with this tablet is that it's really amazing. 8,000 level of pressure sensitivity is just crazy. So later on I will do some demos and stuff of my drawing, but today I just leave it here and up to you guys to decide if this is for you. This is my best drawing tablet so far, and it can do a lot of things that I cannot do when I'm drawing on the Chewy High 13 and such with the stock stylus like this one right here. And I'm sure that if you actually try this, you will say the same too. It's incomparable. So get one from GearBest right now, and you can basically try and sense and feel that yourself. It's not expensive, under 100 bucks for such a nice tablet, which you can use for many things. It's just too amazing. Anyway, so I'll see you next time. Remember to subscribe, like, comment below, check out the links and such. Bye bye.